Hi, and welcome to Everything Psychology, your number one channel for psychology facts and hacks. If you haven't already, please like this video, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, without further ado, enjoy the video. Despite what Hollywood tries to make us believe, I think we can all agree relationships are hard. It's the falling in love part that's easy. Relationships, like anything else worth having in life, require a ton of effort and commitment. Part of what makes relationships so difficult is the fact that there is no instruction manual when it comes to dating. Although some people follow the traditional path, plenty do not. Every relationship, ironically like every person, is distinct in their own way. The underlying phases of love and attachment generally stay the same regardless of the route one selects in romantic relationships, whether it be holy matrimony or across countries over a phone. A couple's success in maintaining their relationship typically depends on how well they can move through these phases. 4 phases of a relationship have been identified by neuroscientists and other experts in the field. They typically experience love, then some sort of happily ever after, be it for a certain time period. Here are the stages they've discovered, along with advice on how to get through each one. Number 1, the euphoric stage. In the beginning of a relationship, or the falling in love stage, the other person is the center of your life. You ignore and oftentimes overlook everything in these early stages. You notice the other person's red flags but choose to turn a blind eye to them. In your eyes, the good things are exaggerated, so they tend to outweigh the negatives. In this early stage, many people have a drop in prefrontal cortex activity, which is the area of the brain associated with making unfavorable judgments about other people. In other words, a couple's chances of a successful relationship increase with how long they can continue to suspend their disapproval of one another. Couples who have been together for 3 years or more had the most significantly lowered activity in this region of the brain. According to studies, the blissful phase might endure for anywhere between 6 months and 2 years. Number 2, the early attachment phase, 5 years. Hidden forces like attraction and the stimulation of the reward system take hold in the earlier stage of blissful love. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter that stimulates the reward system by inducing a powerful surge of satisfaction, was found in high concentrations in the neuroimaging of couples who were just beginning to fall in love. These increased dopamine levels had the same impact on the brain as cocaine use, according to the study's authors. I guess love really is the strongest drug of them all. The more developed portion of the brain, particularly the ventral pallidum, which is the area of the brain associated with feelings of attachment and the love hormone oxytocin, starts to take control in this stage. A massive indicator that you've arrived at the early attachment phase is when you can finally get a good night's sleep and not constantly worry about your significant other. Number 3, the crisis stage, 7 years. Many relationships have difficulty surviving this stage. The saying, "Pressure either bursts pipes or it creates diamonds," has never been more relevant than in this stage. Relationships either succeed or fail in the 3rd stage, period. What takes place at this point determines what occurs later. This is described as the 7-year or 5-year itch. Number 4, the deep attachment phase, 7 years and beyond. This stage of the relationship is the calm following the storm. By this time, most couples have a good idea and are well acquainted with one another. They have experienced the inevitable highs and lows, are confident in their ability to manage and resolve crises, past and present, and has probably developed a plan for tackling future problems. This stage of the relationship is classified and described as calm and secure. This is not to say that there is no fun or excitement, but things have changed, and this is where most goals and long-term plans start to take place in the relationship. In conclusion, I'm sure the question you must be asking yourself is, how can we keep the love alive? Novelty, according to studies, is one of the best methods to maintain the spark. Studies that have tracked couples over time have discovered that engaging in novel, interesting, and difficult activities together has a significant positive impact on relationships. When you commit to someone, you essentially grow as a person. You adopt and partake in your partner's worldview in addition to your own, as well as their social standing and financial resources. Perhaps the secret to unlocking the mystery of enduring love lies in suspending judgment, reigniting the early stages, and preserving novelty.